So all brass players want to get a good sound. I mean, obviously the word tone or sound is a very subjective thing. One person may like a particular sound and another person may prefer another, and you get that in competitions where certain judges. But anyway, we all know that a good sound is a good thing. So how can you, when you practice, try to get a better sound? Well, the first thing, of course, is to have a good instrument, and that goes without saying, the instrument I prefer, and also a good mouthpiece. Not too small, something that restricts the air, and not too large, where the sound is not focused, and probably a little large for the muscles and it tires the face. So a good medium-sized mouthpiece and a cut depth which is sufficient to take the quantity and quality of air that you want to use. And then for me, I was very lucky when I was young. I took singing lessons, hard to imagine now, between the age of 5 and 12. And a lot of things I learned about singing and how to project the voice, I found years later very easy to transfer to playing a brass instrument. Now, I always tell the story, my first lesson with Trevor Groom, the euphonium legend. I was around 17 years of age, and he told me the story about when he studied with Bert Sullivan, his teacher, who encouraged him to put a table tennis ball in his mouth for 15 or 20 minutes a day. Now, when you think about that, you could not teach that to young people these days. But it got me thinking about the space, just like a singer would use when they produce a tone. Is the air going to go straight through, or is it going to resonate through that space? And when I talk to a lot of amateur players, actually, they don't really think about that. They think about the lips. Occasionally, they think about the air. They think about the tongue and think about what they have to do. So for me, it's really interesting to encourage players to think like a singer. And hey, why not do some more singing? We live in a generation where the only singing that we like and enjoy is on TV on a Saturday night where you can vote for your favorite. Everyone should be singing. Now let's take a basic middle tone. As I play that, I'm imagining not just a table tennis ball that I learned years ago, but actually an egg, a vertical egg inside the mouth. Now if you blow air around that, you have a different air. So no space, and a higher space, and then try to keep that space, whether you're playing higher or lower, louder or softer. That resonant space is something that you should really think about. That, of course, helps you to get a good sound in the low range. It also means, as a euphonium player, if you want to use a nice singing sound with some vibrato, you're applying, if that's the right word, vibrato, to a sound that's already round and has resonance. So resonant sound is about spaces. Here, particularly here, and as I mentioned with other exercises, a permanent space here. And practice long tones. The easiest and most simple long tone I ever used as an exercise, I still use today. It begins on that middle concert E natural, and then goes alternately higher and lower. Those notes on their own are not remarkable, but you have to hold each note for 20 seconds. For the sake of the video, I won't bore you with 20 seconds, but I'll play you 6 seconds. 20 seconds, and then higher and lower and higher and lower. Listen to your sound. Think about the spaces. Take a good relaxed breath before you start. You can improve your tone in 1 week, and good luck.